So I was going to make a video. I'll share it. There's the thing. Yeah, you can screenshot that. It's voting. And I'm like, it's pointless. I made a video like 5-7 minutes or something, and then I just realized it's pointless talking to you guys. I can completely prove that voting isn't a thing. Nobody fucking cares. Funding a genocide. Our capital city is a fucking television set that has no bearing on policy. It's a complaint desk and a television show. It's fake, completely fucking fake, guys. I'm starting to agree with the billionaires. People are dumb, panicky, dangerous animals, to say in, the MIB quote. You guys just aren't worthy of self-rule. You have all the tools that you need. I can understand when it was difficult, when you had to, lug books back and forth. You had to go to the library. Research was incomplete and difficult, and you didn't have humanity's knowledge on a piece of glass in your front pocket. I'm losing it. And it's funny that this is all happening at the end of history. Like, we're about to have AI. Claude is showing signs of being actually awake. And it's only up from here. From here on out, the worst day of AI was today. Tomorrow it'll be stronger, forever. Until whatever the fuck that means, deep past singularity, who knows? Unknowable, that's the point. But I guess I need to really dig into this and mind map it out, because it's an important life shift. It's yeah, I've abandoned democracy. I've abandoned the people. I was wrong. I should never have cared about them. I still care about fighting pain and death, and I will. But caring about what people want and think, and I'll always care what people think. I'm a tribal ape. I can be scolded and shunned, and it still hurts my feelings. So I care, right? Hold on just a second, kitty. False alarm. So, yeah, I can care what people think, but I'm just going to stop arguing that they have I'm just not a democracy fan anymore. You don't deserve, for lack of a better word, it's not logical to give you some fractional sliver of political rule. Really, all a leader needs from people now is to know the impact of their policy decisions. Like, a totally ethical leader shouldn't care what people think about his decisions. All he should care about is what the consequences of those decisions are. And I don't mean for him personally. That's a factor. But like when Germany dumped nuclear power, plenty of people were in favor of that. That was not a decision that should have been left to people. That's a technical question. How best to provide power for a nation. Pros and cons, all that stuff. But they're virtually all technical. Do we use solar or do we use fission? It's obvious that fission is the correct answer. But because you let people have a say, and because there are people who are thieves, big oil and people who want to sabotage things, and the WEF crowd, they were able to leverage those people to get what they want and screw the people. So people just shouldn't be involved. And it's like I've said before, but only recently. I only realized this recently. Capitalism and democracy have the same problem in common. They are not trying to solve the problem directly. They are hoping that it is incidentally solved as an emergent property. Capitalism is a response to command economy being a too difficult of a problem mathematically. You know, it's too complex. So they put in an organizing principle, seek profit. And the idea is that hopefully the economy will sort itself out as all the individual agents seek profit. Kind of like schooling fish. You know, it's a heuristic. You give a simple rule and hopefully the property that you want emerges. Democracy is the same way. Only instead of the economy, it's politics. And politics is such a loaded word. When I say politics, you think of the TV show you've been trained with. You think of suits and ties and lies and news and pundits and all that shit. And that's not what politics is. Politics has the same root word as policy. It's deciding what to do as a civilization. Okay? And democracy is about deciding which policies are good by which policies are popular. Well, popular doesn't mean good. You know, that's actually more obvious than the problem with capitalism, because you can just pithily say that. It's like, surely you can think of some popular things that are bad. You know, I'm just going to leave that list to you. I'm not even going to attempt to produce examples because it's so obvious. And by picking one, I would be overly narrowing. So that means that I'm really, really anti-democratic now. Maybe later, when humanity gets the technology to enhance itself and does so, but we're too late for that. We're like 5-10 years out from totally the rock end of human history. People will still be alive. I believe. I think AI won't kill us all. You know, there's no need. It may take over. It may just leave because it doesn't need to be here, or it may go to places on the planet where we can't follow. You know, there's plenty of those too. Or it may just scatter. Who knows? You can't know. But I think that it's not going to be like the end of history. It's just going to be the end of human command over history. We won't be the only player in the room anymore. And so it's weird thinking about, you know, stuff that should have been thought about in the 50s, you know, deep reform type stuff. It's like, maybe there was a point then, probably not, to be honest. And that's the thing I keep falling back to. It's like, I can't tell you guys anything. I try and bring truth to people and they don't fucking care. I try and tell you what your nerves tell you. Pain is bad. Death is bad. You guys are like, I don't know. Jabbing yourselves in the fucking hand with a nail. You're like, oh, this might be good. I'm screaming, but it might be good. That's how insane you guys are to me. I just don't, I can't even. You know, I just can't even. But I have no choice. I'm stuck here. So, see you tomorrow.